Alright guys, we're going to try out the new Insta360 or Insta Ace Pro 2 camera tonight. I got the stainless steel exhaust on. It was a booger bear. It fits in there pretty decent though now, but this guard that was down here, I had to take it off and I had to bend that tab down and do a little bit of work to get this to get up in there, but it's up in there now. So we're going to see how it sounds. Take off here in just a second. All right, let's get her going. Got the choke on. Oh, she's a little bit spicy sounding. I'm gonna be seen now, or heard now. May not be seen until they hear it. But it does sound good. Ride it around with the choke on for just a minute until it warms up here. Oop. Rain here just a minute ago, so I heard the sun come out. I get a little bit of a ride in before it gets dark. Got a Acropovic drum copy sauce coming for my CT70 with the DS190 in it. I may try it on here, I don't know. GPS on. See how good it is on here. Up here, it's just not right. Turn the choke off. Yeah, see, it'll idle all the way down at 1100 RPM, no problem. That thing's good. Louder than I want to be, but you know, sometimes 77 miles just before the tank of fuel so far. I love the way this thing sounds though. That exhaust kind of reminds me of the old Echo Kit chambers we used to have on our redneck trucks here in Texas in the 80s and 90s. See the popping. We're just cracking too here. The heavy cracker too. This is nice gated neighborhood. Can't even work with the paint. Change the oil and you can't even have your foot up to work. So if you live in this neighborhood, we're working on a picture. Definitely not going to work here. This takes us down to Old Air Force Road by the concrete bridge. It's a concrete bridge. I don't know if they still are running any animals on it, but it was like an animal refuge for many, many years. They had all sorts of exotic animals and stuff. Friend of mine, that's where he got his start in all of his animal work that he does, and fish work and everything, and fixing ponds for people and putting fish out. He worked there out of high school. I was going to be talking about, y'all can't hear me talking, but I also got this microphone for the computer, that way I can do voiceover if I need to. I didn't realize how bad that GoPro Max screen that covers the actual lenses was until I watched the video when I was editing it yesterday. But I'm ready to go ahead and put it up. That way it showed it running. Hopefully we can reproduce the 61 miles an hour again. Here we are at Airport Road. We got more arenas here than anywhere I've ever seen. Of course, Weatherford, Texas, well, that's the cattle here. Weatherford, Texas is the cut sports capital of the world. That's where the cut sports competition came from. It was started in the 1930s here in Weatherford. I'll lift this thing up just a little with this exhaust on here. There we go. That's about right, 1500 RPM. good friend of mine's granddad, their family, his mom's side of the family. That's where his mom still lives, and his little brother. His dad and I were real good friends too. He always set up with us at the fake swap meet. Good man, Joe was a real good man. This used to be gravel, and a week after Christmas 1985, we were supposed to start my buddy's little RD50 Yamaha out in that field out there with his Fiat 128. There was junk cars. He made me drive the car back on the road, and they had just traveled this road. Well, we come over that hill up ahead, before this bottom down here, but there used to be a creek right here, but they filled it mostly in. I wrecked his car right here on the gravel, flipped over, bounced on the roof, my left hand went to the windshield, busted my hand up, cut my first index finger on the left hand. So if you ever see the video, I'm missing that end of that finger. That was why. Hand went straight through the windshield. Got electrical cord going across that, or they're just trying to see how many people are riding down through here. Let's go up here by Lowe's. With Lowe's right there. There. We're getting another speed out there. Might be just as you this Mustang. Ready to go. Yeah, there's Lowe's right there. Oh, this thing's got power now. New frosted sodas and floats. It is pretty dark already, but it looks like it's gathering all the light. Just now hit 81 miles. The Giotto's rock solid with this little car. Everybody watches that guy, retired New Jersey state trooper. He shows people how to control their big motorcycles at slow speed. By revving it up slightly, and then you preload the clutch, and just feather the clutch and work the back brake or the front brake. That way you keep it going. I ain't gonna cut through up here. Burgers. Started over in Fort Worth in the 30s or 40s. In grocery store. They'd take a burger that would choke a horse so big, and they had short grocery shelves, and you actually ate on top of the grocery shelves. film alley. It's a movie theater and game room and a bowling alley. You can serve food, you can actually eat it in the theater while you watch the movie. If they serve alcohol or not. Up until probably the past 10 years, Weatherford was a dry city, or Parker County was a dry county, couldn't get alcohol here. We always had to go there and go out west to go to Woodford to get alcohol. But we got over that arcade wrong. Keep the guys from drinking and driving Fort Worth or Mineral Wells back to town. Wouldn't let them have it here. Whenever they drink and drive around here, well, they're catching them. Police department's really been cracking down on that a lot, which is good. Yeah, I'm really happy how this thing is running in 4th gear, going this slow. That's part of our bicycle trails right there. Walking bicycle, primary bicycle trail. The walkers think that it's there. They go pretty wide across, making sure the bicyclists have to ring our bell at them to get them to move out of our way. Because bicyclists have the right of way on there. Good. Now I can stop it. So loud that it's obnoxious. I smell all the shipping oil burning off of the exhaust though. This camera's doing so good. When I look down at the screen, it's pretty bright, but it is dark. It is dark out here. If I didn't have my headlight on, it wouldn't be lighting up what's right in front of me. You can kind of see it on the screen. The headlight does pretty decent, even in low beam. It does leave a little bit to be desired at night. I'll throw in a clip here from the other night when we had a major power outage out here. We had a major transmission line from Brazos Power went out, and then the backup line went out on the other side of town. So this whole